Hey guys, and welcome back to the Paper Umbrella. My name's Jessie, and today we're talking about Disney World again. It's my favorite, but I know in my last video I talked about cruising. So I think how I'm going to do things is 2 Disney videos, and then a cruise video, and then 2 Disney videos, and then a cruise video. So you guys let me know what you want, and then I will do accordingly. If you hear some little scritches, that is my dog walking across the floor. She has decided that she wants to be with me at all times today, so if you hear it, that's what it is. But let me know about the cruising. If you guys want more cruise videos, I can do that. If you want less cruise videos and more Disney, I can do that too. And talk about Disney for like 7 hours in a row. I can. But let me know you guys. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Let me know you guys and I can do that for you. Just leave in the comments below or send me an email or whatever. Just let me know what you want. But today I'm going to start a new series. And that sounds wild because it makes me sound like, a legit YouTuber. Today I'm starting a series and it's called Fast Pass or Pass. So what I'm going to do is go land by land of the different parks and say whether or not you should fast. I'm going to go over all the rides for all of them and then say if you should fast pass them or if you should pass on them. And by pass I mean should you wait in line for them if there's a line, because I feel like for some of these there's not really a line. So I'm just going to kind of go over them and we're going to talk about if you should fast pass them or not. Now keep in mind, I'm going to start with the Magic Kingdom, and keep in mind before you go into the park you get 3 fast passes, 3 that you can make before you go into the park. Stop scratching. You can get into 3 before you go into the park, and so I just want to, they're very valuable, so I will say pass on a lot more than I will say that you should be fast passing, but that's okay because I want you to realize those are valuable. So if you only hear me say 1, like I think I'm gonna do today, just know that's a you should fast pass it thing. So yeah, so we're gonna start my favorite land of all of Walt Disney World, and that's Tomorrowland. I don't know if it's because I love like retro vibed things. I mean, if you see my logo, I think it's down here. You'll know that it's very retro-y. Like I just love that kind of aesthetic, and then on top of that, like space. I've always been really interested in it. So Tomorrowland's always been my favorite. So I want to start with. I've got all the rides here, and then there are some that you don't need a fast pass for. You can't fast pass. So I have those on here as well. And I'll talk about those at the end. But the first one I want to start with Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. Now, if you're new to Disney or you've never been, Space Ranger Spin is a ride that you sit down in a little car and then you have, a little laser gun and you shoot it, and then, you get a score at the end of it. So it's interactive, it's really fun, and great for kids, great for teens, great for really competitive adults. You're out there, I know it. So this is a really fun ride, but I'm going to say you don't need a fast pass for it. I'm going to say pass. Not fast pass, pass on this particular ride. The reason being is that, I don't know, I've never seen a huge long line for this ride unless it's like, Christmas Day or something like that where everything's ridiculous. Like, I don't think you need to fast pass this ride. This is a ride I think you can just show up and kind of ride on. The longest I think I've ever waited in line for this ride was like 10-15 minutes, and even then it was just walking through the turnstiles pretty much, and then right at the end just waiting to load into the car. Like, it wasn't a really big wait. So I'm gonna say pass on this one unless you are, like I said, going in a weird time and nothing else is available. This would be like a secondary fast pass option, I feel like, but it's definitely one you need to ride, so please ride it, but definitely don't fast pass it. So yeah. So my next one that I've got on here, I've got my notes. Again, you'll see this little notebook all the time. My next one is Monsters Inc Lafleur, which I didn't even know you could fast pass that, but apparently you can. And it is more of a show than a ride. So for me, I don't know. I'm going to say pass on it, but I don't even know if you have not been on it. It is this little interactive comedy show with all the monsters from Monsters Inc. It's really cute to do once or twice, but for me, it's not something that I feel like I need to do every single time I go. I did it once and I'm like, oh, that was really cute. But I feel like if I did it again, I'd be like, okay. You can text in jokes to be read over the loudspeakers while you're waiting to get in, and that's always fun. There is some interactive parts to it, and that's really cute. But for the most part, I mean, it's a show and it's a place for people to sit and it's take a break, and that's nice. So I'm gonna say pass on that one, and whether or not you should even like spend your part time on it, it's up to you. It's a fun time for once, but I don't think it's necessary every single time. So I'm going to say pass on that one. So pass. My next one is Space Mountain. And yes, fast pass that. That is a total fast pass ride. So for those of you who've never been, or if you're new to Disney, that is a in the dark roller coaster. It's amazing. It's not a very intense roller coaster compared to like even like Big Thunder Mountain. Like it's very low on the like twisties and turnies, but it does feel more intense because it's in the dark. It's inside, so it does feel a lot more intense than what it is. They do use fans to blow air onto your face, so you feel like you're going faster than what you are. It's not a fast roller coaster at all. But I'm going to say fast pass because the line can get pretty intense, and there's, like for a lot of the newer rides, there's interactive cues or they've redone the lines, so there's interactive stuff. This one, you just wait in line. So I'm going to say fast pass this one if you can, because you'll definitely want to ride it when you see it in all of its like peaky glory and the thing, and there's the big building and everything. Like you'll want to ride it. So I'm going to say fast pass it because it's one of the best rides in Disney World. One of my top 5 rides for sure. And the next one is actually not open right now. It's the Tomorrowland Speedway. So it is closed. They are kind of demolishing half of it in order to make room for the Tron roller coaster. Woo! So I'm excited about that. But it's currently, just out. Like they're not running it. So I'm not even really going to talk about it. But when it comes back, I'm still going to say pass on it. I'm just not. It's where you drive a car. It's a pass. I do that at Six Flags. Pass. And then there's 2 other rides that don't have fast passes, that you can't even make fast passes for, and that's the Astra Orbiter, which is where you take that elevator up, and then it's a roundy spinny ride. If your kid's into that, it's out of all the roundy ones like Dumbo and Magic Carpets and Triceratops Twirl and all those kind of roundy rides, this one's my favorite simply because of the view that you get, because you're up on top of everything. You can really see everything with that, and it's really pretty. But it is a roundy ride, so take it as you will. And then I saved my favorite ride in Tomorrowland for last. And that is the Tomorrowland Transit Authority, or the People Mover, depending on who you ask. And that is where you get into this little car and you just ride around on the train tracks around Tomorrowland. And it doesn't sound like it's going to be fun, but you get to go inside Spaceship Earth. You get to go, not Spaceship Earth, Space Mountain. You go inside Space Mountain, and you get to just kind of see everything that's going on. You go through Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin. So this is a good ride to take small children on before you maybe go on Space Mountain, before you go on Buzz Lightyear, just so they kind of see what they're getting themselves into. It's also ridiculously amazing to sit down and have the breeze for a little bit. Oh, it's so good. So definitely, if that one was a fast pass, I would say fast pass it. I love that ride. Ooh, sorry if you guys are moving. My dog's in here again. But yeah, so those are the 6 rides that are in Magic Kingdom. I'm going to say you must fast pass Space Mountain. And then I'm going to say pass on Buzz Lightyear. I'm going to say pass on Monsters, Inc. And if Tomorrowland Speedway were even an option, I would say pass on that as well. But that's it for today, you guys. I know this is a shorter video, but this is definitely a series. And as we get into different lands, I think Epcot, I'm just going to do all of Epcot because there's not a lot of rides in Epcot. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of go over these guys with you. And if you have any questions about making your fast passes, touring plans, just Disney World in general, leave them down below. Let me know if you guys have any questions about Disney. Are there any rides that you disagree with me on? I really want to know that. I love hearing, different opinions on things. So let me know if you have any different opinions than me on these. If you're like, I don't really want to fast pass Space Mountain, let me know why below. I'd love to hear it. Yeah, so that's it for me today. Of course, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, all that kind of good stuff, you can always leave them down below, or you can email me at thepaperumbrella.travel@gmail.com, or visit my lovely handy dandy website at www.thepaperumbrella.com. Okay, so one of my subscribers says I wasn't doing this right, so I'm going to do it right. Please like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications, so you'll get an update whenever I post a new video. Did I do that right, Rue? Did I do it right? Cool. But you guys let me know if you have any other questions about anything. That's it for the Paper Umbrella. Now go out there and make some waves, you guys. Bye.